Welcome back to Short Guides. Today we're going to be talking about leveling alts. You maxed out your first toon, you got your main to 90, you did all the storyline campaign, shielded quests, side quests, you did all the dungeons, you did all the raids, story mode raids, you did the delves, which is not all mandatory, by the way. You can choose any of those avenues of approach. I've done it before myself, actually, where I have done only the campaign stuff on one toon, but then do all the side quests on another toon, and then only do dungeons on another toon because I'm a tank. There's many ways to tackle this leveling thing, but lately I have found that is so time consuming and just draining. So this particular way that I found to do it is actually a lot more enjoyable, number one. Number two, it gives you that relaxed state of mind that you're looking for, because you're not, people aren't dying all around you because you're just learning how to heal. Like there's no pressure with the way I'm going to teach you how to do alt leveling, basically. It's just a slow ride to 90. Now it's time to level an alt. I'm going to show you a way that I personally use that has worked for 6+ 90s now at this point. And each time has gotten a little bit better, especially with the 5% XP buff. This guide will help you casually take those toons from 80 to 90. The issue with other guides out there is that they kind of pigeonhole you to make a specific class, make a specific race because it has buffs, wait on Dark Moon, or do the time walking stuff. With this guide, you're not going to have to worry about any of that stuff. I've made a lot of toons, and I want to level those specific toons to 90. I don't want to create another toon to level to 90. It just doesn't make sense to me. I want to take the existing toons that I have now, get those to 90. Pretty simple. Not to mention that a lot of my alts are also gatherers, so I usually stop to pick up, herbs and lumber and ore, and just kind of stockpile that kind of stuff. So all that stuff gives you XP as well. So you want to break up the monotony, you want to break up the flight path a little bit. You can stop and literally smell the roses, I guess, and then continue pressing forward. Let's not forget what the objective of the actual game is, right? Which is having fun and enjoying the class, maybe learning a new class. I get it. Hey, look, if you're pressed for time and you're trying to do speed runs and all that stuff, there's guides for that. Look that up. This guide is not that. This guide is all about just taking your time. Look, I'm a regular player too, okay? I got life going on in the background too. And sometimes I only got like an hour or two to dedicate. And getting a level or two, casually doing some content, is way more enjoyable than trying to rush through something in 2 or 3 hours. So without further ado, here we go. Alright, so step 1, initiate war mode. I know it might sound controversial to some people, but we need to put the war back in Warcraft, and there's only one way to do that, and you gotta hit that war mode. It gives you a 15% bonus on all world quests that you complete. That's 15% XP bonus, that's 15% money bonus, moral bonus, literally all kinds of bonuses. So like if you're looking at maximizing your other currencies, this is the move. I know you might get ganked here and there. I know that some of these kids are out there just thirsty, and you might have to deal with a couple of those headaches, but honestly, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. Step 2, you're going to want some gear, so I highly suggest you complete all of the world quests for all 4 zones. That's Harrendar, Voidstorm, Eversong Woods, and Zulamon. Most of the gear that drops from the world quests is upgrades, and it also scales up. So if you're 83 and you do the same world quest when you're 87, it'll scale up. So that's a nice little upgrade as you're leveling to consider. And this is pretty much the bread and butter of how I've been leveling my alts. I just do all the world quests until I can't do any more. And then I come back the next day if they reset. I'll do them again, or the next week. Usually all the world quests have reset by then as well, and I'll just keep doing that on repeat, along with the next step, which is completing all of the delves in those zones as well. All 4 zones. This is a very, very important tidbit right here. At the beginning of each delve, there will be a quest. Pick up that quest, complete that quest, but do not turn that quest in. And the reason is because you will be turning in those quests when you are about level 88. Or sometimes 87, depending on how impatient you are. With the 15% war bonus, you should be getting about 2 levels from just the turn-ins from all the delve quests. So bank them, save them, and just wait for you to hit 87. You might have to do the delves twice to get to 88. Some world quests will obviously pop up daily, some will pop up weekly, so you just have to be kind of patient with that. But like I said, if you're not rushing to get to 90, it actually goes by really quick. Biggest thing here is that you get some gear out of this. You complete some reputation things as you're progressing through your levels. You're knocking out some delves and getting gear through there as well. Some house and decor items that pop out through there too. There's all kinds of like little benefits here and there that you'll get while leveling this way. Also, I've been fortunate enough to do this while there's been time walking dungeons available, so I'll just queue up for that, go pick some plants, go do a world quest. If it pops, it pops. If it doesn't, then I'll go to a delve or something like that. Quite frankly, we're going to do some of that content anyways on your main, so why not spread the love a little bit to get your alts leveled up and geared and reputation gains all at the same time. Just makes a little bit more sense. So basically, it's just a slow ride to 90. Slow ride, take it easy. Ooh, one last thing. When you're doing those world quests, you'll get some special assignments during those that give you some caches. I actually decided to bank all of them until I hit 90 so that I could get some gear maybe, and actually it worked. You get 237 pieces. You get some really nice upgrades from just hoarding those caches. Just a thought.